Hey guys, welcome back to lesson number 15. And what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be taking the same idea, so this major and minor crossover, but I'm now going to do it in another position on the neck, okay? And for me, this is the second most important position to learn after the one we've already learned. And it's useful to have it in two positions of the neck because it's going to nicely divide the fretboard. You're going to get a really easy way of going between the two. Okay, so once again, lots to learn here. Pick up the guitar and let's get started. Hey guys, so if you're just tuning in, then do remember that you can head on over to the website to get all of the interactive tab, the fretboard diagrams, and the full write-ups for every single lesson. It looks great on the mobile, on the desktop, however you're viewing it. Head over there and we'll put the links in the description and in this video. Also, please do like and subscribe to this video if you're enjoying it so far and if you're enjoying the course, as well as leave us a comment. We make sure we get back to every single comment that you guys leave. Okay then guys, so we're gonna have a little play around now with a different position. Okay, so we learned this all in A originally. So let's come back to A, okay? Okay, and we learned with this cage chord that we literally took that cage chord, anywhere we put that on the neck, we can match it up with this minor shape 1 and major shape 2. Very, very good. And that is always true, okay? So we're gonna take this shape now, this A7, okay? And this is the C-shaped cage chord. So whereas before we were doing the E shape, now we're gonna do the C shape, okay? And this one's perfect for a number of reasons. One, it's really, really commonly used. So you will see players, everyone from Peter Green, Albert Collins, Freddie King, B.B. King, Eric Clapton, all the greats use this position almost as regularly as this one. So it's very, very common. That's the one good reason. And the second good reason is because it's easy to find. As long as you can find your root note on the A string. So in this instance, I'm looking for A on the A string, which is of course the 12th fret. Okay, I can find that chord, and we've been through that in the previous lesson, so we know how to find that chord. So once we've found this chord, okay, what we're going to be doing is assigning two more pentatonic shapes, one for major and one for minor. Now the one for major, let's start with here, is pentatonic box 4. Okay, if you know your cage chords, you just did that C-shaped cage chord, you've done any of my Hendrix courses or any of those kind of intermediate chord courses, you'll be able to play that. And we know that underneath that, or we will know now, is pentatonic box 4. Okay, so that means that underneath this chord, in major, we've got that pentatonic box 4. So that's the first one that you want to get into your head. So you want to kind of play this. And there's a couple of cool little like marks here that we can use. Remember, in this chord we've got a root, we got a major third, and then we've got the root again on the top. So we can use that as our starting block for the shape. So okay. We could also use that major third as the starting block for the shape. Okay. Equally, we can use that tone, that root at the top for the start of that shape. However you want to do it, however you want to get it into your head, there's loads of options there, but that's the pentatonic shape that's underneath it. Okay. Now then in minor, the pentatonic shape here we're going to be using is pentatonic box 3. Okay, so come up to the 10th fret, and there's my pentatonic box 3. Okay, and some of you are being like, what on earth is happening here? But just think about it. So minor pentatonic, you know that this is shape 1, then A minor shape 2, A minor shape 3. That's where you are. We're just assigning it to this chord now so that we can cross over the major and minor a lot easier. Okay? We can also use this is the flat 7 in the chord. We can use that as our memory guide to be like, okay, well, there's my shape, okay? I see that. Perfect, okay? So what we need to do now is just go through those two, okay? So if I come back to that lovely little loop that we had in a few lessons ago, this is just A, and then the 4 chord, and then back to the 1 chord. I can start by playing the chord, and then I'm going to play the major, then that minor, major, okay? So what I want you guys to do is just to get a little bit familiar with that, okay? And I would recommend the same exercise we did before. So go down in minor first. So I would go from the root note. That's really important here. So from the root note, down in minor, so shape 3. And then from there, switch to major. So the switch will mean that finger stays where it is, but then you come back there, shape 4, shape 4, just visualize shape 4, okay, and then go down in shape 4, major, and then up in shape 3 in minor. So from there, we come down to the 10th fret, 10th, 13, 10, 12, 9, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12. So it kind of looks a little something like this. Oh, sorry, I'll start in minor. Sorry, actually, so minor, major, major, minor. Okay, so that's really what I want you guys to work on first, all right? So whether you put on a backing track, perhaps, or maybe you want to go ahead and just do it. If you've got a loop of some kind, you just want to do just an A7 in the background. That's a really good idea because it just really helps you to define the sound. So if I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and just loop that. Get that real major sound and then that real minor sound, okay? And then when you just are starting to get that together, just come down to keep reflecting on this one as well. So back to the A, minor shape 1, major shape 2, and then find this one, minor shape 3, major shape 4, and so on, okay? So that's your first task. Get that together. Please do take your time with that. And then the next lesson, I'm going to show you 2 awesome licks that can be used straight away in this position. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Please do remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We do our absolute best to answer every single comment. If you've got questions, here is the place to write them so that we can get back to you and really help you out with this stuff. If you want to carry on with this course and you're loving it, then you can find the next lesson right here. And you can start the whole thing, the whole playlist is here on YouTube as well. So click one of those 2 links and I'll see you in the next lesson.